Fashion, being obsessed with glamour and glossy surfaces, usually hides dirt under the surface.
Dirt is a very effective way of bringing back an idea of realness, about disrupting a form of order, what we deem acceptable.
The exhibition Dirty Looks shows how fashion has mined the idea of dirt in different creative and artistic ways, and what it can tell us about the fashion industry today.
Dirty Looks includes around 120 works by 60 different designers, from well-known names like Vivienne Westwood, Alexander McQueen, Dior, through to more emerging brands like Robert Woon and Paolo Calzana, who are really pushing the boundaries of what fashion is doing. We took cues from the definition of dirt that was given by the anthropologist Mary Douglas, which was to describe dirt as matter out of place, so something that is entirely dependent on the context you put something in. Dirt can be anything that disrupts an ordered system.
Dirty Looks starts with the Buffalo collection by Vivienne Westwood and Malcolm McLaren, who looked at more rustic ways of living as a sort of antidote to the excess and glamour of the 1980s.
In the upper galleries, we're really telling a historical and cultural narrative about the different ways in which fashion has drawn inspiration from what we think of as dirt. So we begin with the idea of dirt from the land.
We see it returning, for example, in the work of Hussein Chalayan, whose graduation collection was compiled of garments which he had buried in his friend's backyard. They really speak about holding time within the materiality of a garment. There's the work of John Galliano, Alexander McQueen, who each in their own way questioned what we see as beautiful versus dirty, what is seen as high-end fashion or lower value.
The subversive potential of dirt lies in challenging notions of acceptability in what we're allowed to be seen wearing. And some of the most disrupting examples come through in Leaky Bodies. There are these incredible garments treated to look as though they have the stains from menstrual blood, lactation stains, pee stains, taking all of the most unacceptable marks on clothing and making those the core design feature. Downstairs, we've worked very closely with a number of younger designers to create a series of original commissions.
We see this idea of dirt still being sort of reprocessed and regenerated, but also the dirty side of the fashion industry, grappling with how can young designers still create in a world where so many garments are being wasted.
We've closed the show with a grouping of looks by a Nigerian designer called Bubu Agizi. All of her pieces are about connecting the clothing that we wear back to the places that it's from, tapping into different African textile histories. They really stand as this embodiment of how what we wear can immediately connect us back to the land or our history. Things that are being lost or have historically been erased are things that currently designers are returning to.
We hope that Dirty Looks makes people question what they are wearing, what they see in fashion, but also their own presumptions about beauty and dirt, and how maybe dirt can be a sort of liberator for us going forward.